Welcome everyone to the Lobby of Hobbies, where our motto is to enter, share, and discover. My name is Jazz, and if this is your first time with us, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with that bell icon so that you can be notified anytime we go live or drop a new video. So without further ado, let's get sharing. Now many of you have come because you're familiar with the game Cartographers, designed by Jordi Adon and published by Thunderworks Games. But if you're new and not familiar with Cartographers, let me give you a brief overview. It is a 2020 Kennerspiel des Jahres nominee. It's in the lines of a roll and write, or shall we say flip and write game, being that there's no dice. But in Cartographers, you are a map drawer who's been asked by the Queen to draw the terrain of the kingdom. Now, the best cartographer is the one that is crowned the cartographer of the land. Now, along the way, you might be ambushed by some monsters as you try to achieve the different scoring objectives from round to round. Now, of course, monsters can't be good. They give you negative points. But that's a little bit of the insights of what the game's about. Now, there are plenty of videos out there on YouTube that you can go check out and see how the game's played, and there's even an app for the iPhone and the Android that I can say definitely work well, and it's one app that my wife is playing, I would say, every day. So I definitely am getting my money's worth. But this game is one that has reached my shelf because I was looking for something during the COVID pandemic at the beginning of it that I could play with friends and family online, and something that's easy for people who are casual gamers. And this definitely hits that realm. Now, many of you who have fallen in love with this are here because you want to hear about the new expansion, and it's a standalone expansion, Cartographers Heroes. So first I want to give a shout out to Thunderworks Games for sending us this review copy to check out so that you guys can see what's actually in this. This game is going to Kickstarter tomorrow, October 6th, and I can tell you from the start, I will definitely be backing it. It's an excellent game. It definitely adds a whole lot of variety to Cartographers and what some are probably saying was missing from the original Cartographers. So let's start getting into it and talking about what are the differences or what's added to the new standalone expansion Cartographers Heroes. So let's look at the new ambush cards in Cartographers Heroes. Now, the first monster that you might get ambushed by is the giant troll. How the giant troll works is at the end of the round, the giant troll gets to destroy any one empty space that is adjacent to him. The next monster we have is the Gorgon. When the player who places the Gorgon on your map does, they get a chance to destroy one adjacent non-mountain space that's next to the Gorgon. The dragon works similarly to the monsters in the original Cartographers, but in this one, when the dragon is fully surrounded by terrain, you actually gain 3 gold. The zombie is my favorite. How the zombie works is, although it is a 1-by-1 space, if you can't fully surround the zombie at the end of the round, the zombie gets to, in essence, grow an additional space at the end of the round if it's not fully surrounded. Now, along with these ambush cards, we have heroes. Let's take a look at this one hero from the game. I don't want to spoil all of the heroes, but this one is Freyla the True. Now, heroes are similar to terrain as you draw them on your map and they take up a space, but each hero has the ability to attack a certain number of spaces away from them. Now, Freyla the True is able to attack 3 spaces in a straight line, whether it be horizontal, vertical, from her. Now, the attacking spaces can already be filled with terrain, or they can be empty spaces that monsters might come in later on within the game. So along with the new ambush cards and the heroes, you will also find a new Skills Mini expansion in Cartographers Heroes. Now, with the Kickstarter, there is an additional 3 map packs that you can get along in this Kickstarter. The first one, which I had the opportunity to play, is called Nebulous, which added some volcano cards and some volcano maps. So let's look at one of the maps that comes in Cartographers Heroes, along with one of the maps from the Nebulous map pack. As you can see, this map is similar to the original game. The only difference is that the wastelands are in different spots as opposed to one big wasteland in the middle. Now when we look at the volcano map, you can see the volcano in the middle. Along with the map, you're given 3 new volcano cards within the map pack. When one of these volcano cards is drawn, you are just asked to draw the indicated shape onto your map adjacent to the volcano and destroy those spaces. Now these can be empty spaces or they can be spaces that you've already drawn terrain in, thus losing any potential points that you're trying to score. Now, as the game progresses, if you were to draw another volcano card, you have the choice of either drawing that volcano shape off of the volcano or off of already existing destroyed shapes. Thus, in essence, the lava is continuing to flow throughout the land. So along with the Nebulous map pack, you have 2 other map packs. The first one is called Afril. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. But with that, you get 3 new scoring cards that one of them will replace another scoring card within the game. And a new map that's double-sided that contains islands. The last map pack is the Undercity map pack. And with this map, there is an above ground and an underground. So there is, in essence, almost like a tunneling effect that you must do, where your shapes have to all be adjacent to each other as you draw. So with this, you'll also get 3 new scoring cards, and one of those 3 will get replaced into the original scoring cards that you drew. Now let's talk about one of the final changes that I noticed in Cartographers Heroes, and that comes with the season cards. Now, many are familiar with the timing mechanism or round end trigger that happens with the season cards in the original Cartographers. Now, the difference in Cartographers Heroes is that one of the seasons is 1 point less than it was in the original Cartographers. Now, I didn't find much of a difference with that, but in essence, it could potentially end the round a little bit quicker than what probably would have ended in the original Cartographers. Now, overall, I would say that Cartographers Heroes is definitely an instant back for me. So if you're wondering what the pledge levels are going to be tomorrow when the Kickstarter launches, let's go through them. The first one is going to be a Heroes Pledge, which gets you a retail copy of Cartographers Heroes along with the Skills Mini Expansion 2. The second Explorer Pledge level will get you the retail copy of Cartographers Heroes, the Skills Mini Expansion 2, and the 3 map packs. That's Nebulous, Afril, and Undercity. Then there's a Legendary Pledge level, which will get you all the previously mentioned content, along with 20 colored pencils, that's 4 sets, so that 4 players can play, along with a collector's edition box, which will hold the contents from Cartographers Heroes and the previously original Cartographers. Then there's an all-in pledge level, which along with giving you everything from the Legendary Pledge level, it will add in the Skills Mini Expansion from the original Cartographers, the Ambush promo cards, and the red new playmat. And again, there will also be a retailer pledge level as well. So if you're like me, I know I'm going to be backing this in, at least at the Legendary Pledge level, and I will also be setting my alarm for when this Kickstarter launches. So thank you for joining us here at the Lobby of Hobbies. We're glad we were able to share this game with you, and we hope that you've discovered something that you can add to your shelf. We'll talk to you later, and we'll see you on the next episode.